Relocating from the United States to France and what my daily life is like here in Fontainebleau, France, as an American expat. Of course, it's by season, right? But this is pretty much how it happens for me, and it'll be kind of personal, but it's the only way I can track, all right, is to just tell you the way it is. It's come to that. It's come to that. So I go to sleep around 2 in the morning, which isn't healthy. But I'm so excited all day long. It's just what happens. So I go to bed at around 2 in the morning. Or I try to go to bed at around midnight, and then I'm usually up at about 2 in the morning for an hour. And I go on YouTube and I look at mainly either Monty Don gardening videos or Jamie Oliver cooking and travel videos. It's the truth. So then the cat starts waking me up at some point, and then I finally get out of bed around 9 or 10 in the morning. And I come out and I do the things I have to do and taking care of the pets and all of that. And then I have my coffee with either a lot of music or looking up things online, or sometimes a combo of the both. Now, if I have physical therapy, I have to motivate a little more. That tends to be at around 11:30 in the morning, and I'm still in recovery from a second hip replacement of my now right hip. I had the left hip done September of last year and the right hip done in March of this year, and there's plenty of stuff in here for you to look at on that and on Instagram. And if it's market day, which is Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, the open air market, then I get out of the house and go to that. That closes up at 1. I tend to get there around 11:30 or noon. And I always hit my produce guys. And then I flip around, depending on what day it is and what I need, to my cheesemonger, who also has my eggs, my fresh eggs. I go to my North African guys, who keep me loaded up with all the stuff I crave all the time from North Africa. I've never been there, but if I've had a past life, it might have been there. And I go to my favorite Lebanese vendor, and if I'm really feeling like I need to have some falafel, it's the best falafel I've ever had. And when my son is with me, he lives with me, but he's in Italy right now for a little over a month with his lovely girlfriend, Elisa, who I love. And she's from Como, Italy, and she's with her parents right now. They met in California in school, and he's gone right now. But when he's here, there's a lot more purchasing going on, and he likes salmon. He loves fish, but he loves salmon, and I've become quite a cook over here, I must say. And I do a mean grilled or pan grilled salmon. It's like, well, it's salmon from Normandy. How do you fail, right? But it's as good as anything I've ever eaten anywhere, and I'm from Carmel, California. If I have, so then I come home and I ooh and ah over what I've gotten, and I look at what I've paid, which is phenomenal compared to the United States and California and Carmel, California. Not a fair comparison, right? And then if it's a day where I need to go get cat food and dog food and all the other things, then I go to one of 3 markets. So the one across the street is the Bio, and it's like a low-key Whole Foods, way low-key, okay? That's my dog complaining because he hasn't been out on his W yet. And then I have what's called an Intermarché, 1 block away, and that's like your Safeway in California. And then I have a Carrefour Express, which is like a mini Safeway, and that's by the plaza where the open air market is. The other one's by adjacent, shares a wall, practically, with my physical therapist, my physical therapist. So, sorry, I'm a little drained from all these videos. This is the last one I'm doing today. I either go to physical therapy and go to the Intermarché, or I go to the Carrefour, the 2 blocks away. And I shop just about every day. I have 2 favorite bakeries. One is on this street a few doors up, and I think I'll be going there today because I'm feeling the need to have something sweet and good. My most favorite one is around the corner near the open air market. And I love a sandwich that they do there. Although I take this back. My favorite sandwich is actually something I get at the bakery just up the street, but you have to get there by about 1 to get one. And that's ham and cheese on the most amazing bread, and with lightly buttered, and that's called a comptoir, I believe. Every day now I'm able to walk. I used to have to pay someone to do this or have Guy do it, but every day now I'm taking over an hour in the woods nearby here in Fontainebleau to walk Sasha, my Siberian husky. And then every day I feed the algo, which is what I call it on Instagram, but I'm trying to do more on YouTube. That's why I'm doing these videos right now. And then 3 times a week I talk with people on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights about what it might be like for them to move over here. We have our chit chats, and there's a link here for you if you want to do that too. Although, again, I make it real self-service on all of these reels. No one needs to talk to me. It's just that sort of extra boost that I would have liked to have done versus paying big fees for consultants. I paid Adrian Leeds of House Hunters International worth every dime for a 2-hour Zoom call, every dime, okay? And then Daniel Tostado, my immigration attorney, worth every dime, all right? And he's helping me legally be an entrepreneur here. But I do the walks with the dog, which I'm learning more and more is actually better for me maybe than even for him. And we've got this great yard here. He can take care of his needs here biologically. That was very diplomatic. But he, it's a Siberian husky. He wants to get out there. So I've not dialed in much to a friend group here because I've been so incapacitated by health issues. I have made some quite good friends here up in my old town of Semport, and I think as I get out there I'll meet more people. I think I'm going to be doing more travel finally, and I think I'm going to be going to Paris quite a bit more. I never expected to live near Paris, and yet here I am. My hairdresser is on this block. My bank is half a block away. Everything is right here. It's considered probably, maybe not officially, but it is. Fontainebleau is a 15-minute city, meaning I can get anywhere I need to be within 15 minutes. Maybe that's on foot, I'm not sure. But the public transportation here is a treat and so affordable and so inexpensive, which is redundant. It's so clean and convenient. How's that? I'm definitely 5 minutes away from everything if I were to take the bus. But in practicality, I'm even within 10-minute walk of the hospital and within a few minutes walk of everything else. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So there's a rhythm to the life here. I wish I had this up front. Well, we'll close with something. We'll close strong. We'll close big. The rhythm of life for me here is you either get your errands and your stuff done in the morning or you get it done after noon. Aside from eating establishments, many places are closed for their lunchtime. They take lunch for about 2 hours. So to be on the safe side, if you're doing anything from like taking things to the dry cleaners, which is just a few doors up, or if you're getting eye drops, which I get all the time at the pharmacy, or whatever you need to do. Plan on doing that after about 2:30 in the afternoon or before noon. And so the rhythm of my life as a night owl just have always been. That early morning thing is not my bag. I am not a rooster, as I joke with one of my friends. And Guy and I are both night owls. I just relax in the morning, although I do a lot of stuff online in the morning. And then afternoon, I get the stuff done, and then I take out the dog. And then I come home, and I fret and worry and think I'm not doing enough. And then I remember how much I am actually doing. Eventually, I'll be swimming again. They have a great pool here. It's as nice as any indoor recreational pool I've ever been to. The French, I don't know why, the French do everything so nicely. I'm sure other countries do as well, but the French definitely have flair and elan. And I'll be doing more gardening, and it sounds sedentary, but it's just not. And it might sound simple, and it kind of is, except for building a business part. I actually have entire moments stretched together of joy, which is a new thing for me in my life. I was living a life I didn't want to live anymore in the United States and being part of a system that was working against me. And I found a system where we really live and that actually seems to care. À bientôt from Fontainebleau, France.